Merry Christmas, everyone. Hopefully everybody had a great weekend. Hopefully everybody had a great Thanksgiving. And so did you have a good Thanksgiving, Dawn?
Yeah.
Yeah, we spent time with family and all the goodness. And hopefully you all did too. This is the last day of November. And December's here and the end of the year is, well, coming in rapidly. Pretty soon we'll be opening Christmas presents and caroling underneath the tree. And then New Year's Eve will be here. The ball will be dropping. And we'll say goodbye to 2025 and 2026. So this is on its way. We got some folks in here tonight. Hey, guys, welcome.
Family, official bearded vlogger. Hi,
Hello.
Sheila and Perry, Jen's Travels. Hello from Minnesota.
Hello. How y'all doing? Hopefully everybody had a great weekend. Hopefully everybody had plenty of turkey.
Hi, Jen's Travels and
all the goodness.
Hi, JG. Hi, Dean.
Hello, Wayne.
Dean Osborne. Hi,
hey,
Hunter.
Hey, Colette.
Hi, Sarah. George Doolittle. Don't skimp. Howdy, y'all.
Hey.
Hi, Cheryl and Ryan Klutz.
So it's raining. It's just been raining all day, and we were supposed to be doing something tonight, and the rain is just going to make that not going to happen now. So we'll be rescheduling that for a future day. It's just been kind of an we could get some snow up at the top of Newfound Gap, but the roads up there are closed, so we're not seeing any of that at the moment. Hello, Janet. How you doing? Got Ryan in here tonight. Sherry's in here tonight. Hey, Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Raging Ralph.
Hello.
Hi,
hey,
Gordon,
Kevin.
Official bearded vlogger.
Yeah, I see that. I see that.
Oh wow, it's gonna snow late Monday through Tuesday.
Yeah, they got a lot of snow, like up in the Chicago area. Oh. There's a lot of Michigan got snow.
Yeah.
Michigan got snow. So yeah. Hello. Hunter is from Morristown. Oh wow. Cool. We got Don from Youngstown, Ohio. Welcome. David Cassidy. Hello, David. How you doing? South Carolina. Maryland.
Oh wow. Mommy of 2686. I was so excited we got to meet you guys last night at the Mountain Mile last night. It was nice meeting you.
That was you. Yeah. I mean, I didn't know your name, like your screen name. Okay. I see that YouTube has changed everybody's screen name too. It's kind of confusing for YouTube's battling all the ding-a-lings is probably what's going on. Hey, Austin, how you doing? We got Dan is in here tonight. St. Louis got 6 inches of snow. Wow. That's quite a bit. Steve and Veronica. Hey, how y'all doing? Hopefully you guys are doing well. Jennifer's in here. Let's see here. You watch all the time. Well, thank you so much, Hunter. We appreciate it. Hello from Virginia, heading our way next week. All right. So next week should be pretty cool. I mean, it was busy here. Oh my goodness. We were what, Friday night, was it?
Mm-hmm.
It was slammed. The whole area was just slammed. Forget going into Gatlinburg or nothing. It was just crazy. We were out there Thanksgiving Day, and it was pretty busy. It wasn't that busy, but I mean, you know what I mean? It was pretty busy, especially for a holiday. You got 10 inches of snow in Northwest Indiana. Wow, that's a lot. That is a lot. Hey, Cammy Bears. How you doing? Hey, Colette. Bob says, hi, Will and Dawn. Hello. Hi, Will and Dawn from Sevierville. Oh, there goes that. Did you enjoy? We did enjoy the Festival of Trees in Gatlinburg. It was a lot of fun. A lot of great, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, just really, they were really classy trees this year. Didn't have any of the whimsical trees or anything like that. They had a few whimsical trees. Are you going to come to Kings Island Winterfest? You know, Cincy dude, we normally like to do that, but unfortunately, I don't think our schedule is going to get us that far north this year. We got a lot of great things coming up, but they're not going to get us away from the area in general. So, yeah, this year I'm not sure if we're going to make it to Kings Island for Winterfest. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anything can change at any time, but I just don't see it. Anxiety waiting to see where we're cruising for Christmas. And that's kind of what happened, Marie. There's a couple things that happened that kind of like took us in different directions this year. This year we decided to do a Christmas cruise. You guys will all see that coming up here shortly. But it's like right in the midst of it all, right? And so we had there's a lot of things that we normally do that we're not going to do, things like that. So, but the good thing is we do have something we've never done before. And I think a lot of folks will enjoy that too as well. And it will be very Christmassy. So
there's a commercial.
Yeah, I noticed that YouTube's throwing in commercials and stuff. My favorite tree is the one that wasn't for sale. Exactly, David. Remember that tree? The one that Dawn got a picture I had taken in front of it. So I saw you guys at Paula Dean's tree lights. You didn't have your phone. Oh, okay. Oh, I remember you, Red Clay and Moss. I remember you all. Hey, Ringer says it. Hello. Yeah, the ornaments back here are mostly ornaments that folks have sent us over the years, and there is some from our travels, but the majority of them, I would say, are from folks that had sent us ornaments over the years. And it's full. We don't have any room really for any more ornaments in that poor little tree. It's pretty much there, right? If you're ever in Waycross, Georgia.
Oh, hi, Umpa's and Uma's and Umpa's grand fur babies.
Keep that in mind, Jay.
Thank you.
Everybody's saying hi to everybody. It's great. We have a good community on this channel. You know,
planting gardens.
We had a great conversation with some folks the other day, and they were saying that you guys have an amazing community, and we do. And we wouldn't be here right now today if it wasn't for you all, our community. You guys, a lot of you folks come back. You guys have been with us for years. We always hear your stories when we run into you. Like, I started following you around this time or that time. And so we do appreciate you all. It's great. It's great to see, the same folks and stuff come back. And there's new folks. There's always new folks. Hello from Indiana, Jeremy and Rhonda here. Prayers for Fridays Forever. Yes, definitely. I know they're going through a lot. I think it's been a week since we first learned, and they definitely still need prayers, and we've been keeping them in our prayers. It's sad. It's Rhonda's mom is back in the hospital. I'm sorry to hear that, Rhonda. I know you're going through a lot. I've talked to Rhonda one-on-one, she's going through a lot too. The holidays can be good. It can also be bad for some, a lot of memories and things out there. And I know there's some folks on our channel say, hey, Will, I love you guys and all, but I can't really watch a lot of your Christmas stuff because the holidays have never been good to that individual. So we do appreciate, when folks watch, but if you can't, there'll always be another season or something else. But sure. Omas and Opas, your channel is amazing. Well, thank you so much. What do you think, Dawn?
I'm just looking at the chat.
Yeah. So has anybody got anything interesting going on for Christmas? Anything really cool? We'd like to hear from you. Hey, Dawn, aka Cutie Bug.
Yeah.
We'll walk that a few times. Like we got all season. We walked around it once. We walked down it once, and we've been seeing it from a distance. Like we keep passing over the bridges. We always look down and the wonders of light. And we're like, ooh, I'm waiting for the first snowfall because that's a great time to go down there and walk the wonders of light because all the light shines off. It's just amazing if we can get some snow around here. Yeah, definitely Fridays for the family, Friday family, and especially Mike Friday. I had someone reach out to me this morning through an email and give me an update. It's the same update that she posted on her on their Facebook. I think it was Karen that posted it, and so we just definitely keep them in our prayers. Hello, Will, Dawn, and Toe.
Hi, everyone.
Could you please come to Arizona? There's a good chance we'll be in Arizona next year.
Happy birthday, Howard Ellis, the Bigfoot guy. Yeah. He'll be 53 next week.
Oh, wow. Happy birthday.
Can you guys go to Oro Valley, Arizona?
Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. Yeah, there's a good chance we'll be in Arizona next year. We are going to try to tackle the states that we have left. There's 11 of them starting next year. No guarantees. You know, we were never planning to rush to get them done, but it'd be nice if we can get them done next year, or at least the 49 states. Hawaii will be kind of an interesting one, but you never know. Maybe we can get them all done, you know. But we decided to kind of, just concentrate. Of course, we got the new truck and all that. We are looking at possibilities for camping, which, could help, maybe, do some of the 50 states or something. We don't know exactly how we're going to. We've been kicking stuff back and forth. Mm-hmm. There's also a great big road trip that we're looking at. I'm not going to say exactly what it is right now because I think it's really unique. Not many people have ever done this particular road trip. And nobody that I know personally has ever done this one road trip. So something I'm kind of working on. That'll be kind of a surprise. And then we're looking at Route 66, which will take us to Arizona. So maybe there might be opportunities. But I don't know. We were talking about we might not do Route 66 in its entirety or nothing like that because there's going to be so many vloggers, so many people next year doing Route 66. I just don't want to be another video on Route 66. We kind of want to do something different, right? I think we might just
some of the 50 states.
We might attend some of the events that are going on Route 66. Like kind of concentrate in one area and kind of just concentrate on maybe some of those events. And we might maybe do those here or there.
Come to Goodyear, Arizona.
There's a lot of things that we've done. Route 66 is kind of overdone. And it's going to get even more overdone, Deborah. I mean, it's going to be a lot of folks. Pretty much everybody that I hear is going to be doing Route 66 next year. So that's a good thing because, the Mother Road does need, that extra income and, to preserve it. So it's a great thing. It's just trying to do something different, right? You always got to try to be different in what you're doing. And I'm sure every vlogger out there, everybody who's doing it is going to have a unique spin on it. Someone told me to ride naked on a Harley and do Route 66 in a comment.
What?
Yes, it was funny. And I was like, no, that ain't gonna happen. Like, you would never make it through like any of the states because you get pulled over and arrested, right? That would be doing it different. Nobody I imagine there's somebody who's probably done something, but there's some pretty colorful folks that have done Route 66 over the years. So I don't know. We'll keep that. We're still looking on Route 66 in general. If you guys got any suggestions, we're really open. I think a lot of it will be in the United States next year. There is going to be some international travel, and we'll get more into that, but that won't be until maybe the second half of the year. Well, we do have a little international travel in the beginning of the year, but anyways, you have to wait to see. Pup Rigger says camping. Yeah, we planning on doing some more camping. I mean, that's the big reason why we got the truck and all that, and things like that. So Camp Overland style in the Gladiator. I don't know how overland we want to go. I mean, we looked at a couple things. We looked at possibly there's a couple events of events that we want to do next year. I don't want to get too much into that. So Hunter is going to Knoxville tomorrow. Have you ever visited New Orleans? I have been there a few times, but never for the YouTube channel. So we are planning to do New Orleans coming up in 2026. So Cottage Country says, going to Frankenmuth this week. They still have the horse and buggies. Yes, they still have the horse and buggy rides. Yeah. So that we never done that. Dawn always wants to do the horse and buggy in Frankenmuth. We just never done it. We're always on the run to get, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think we need to stay there. One of these years, maybe next year, what we'll do is we'll stay there. We'll stay at like the Zender's Inn or something, or one of the hotels, and kind of like, and then do like a horse and buggy ride and get more in depth into certain things. We're also talking about maybe going back up to Mackinac Island next year as a summer thing, and spending time on the island, maybe possibly staying at the Grand Hotel again, with Toe and Denise and maybe some other folks with us too. We're also looking at possibly a lake cottage too. So that'll be kind of like summertime. And these are things that we're thinking. Will they all come to? They might not. You know what I'm saying? But you got to have a dream. You got to have a talking about things before things even get started. That's what a lot of our adventures start, is just us talking. In the car, going to one place, or even sitting on the couch, or whatever it might be doing. You know what I'm saying? Talking about things. So, say at the Bavarian Inn, yeah, could do that. We were there all week. Whatever place you suggested. Well, that's awesome, Amber. Thank you. We appreciate you watching. Hey, Aztec, how you doing? Merry Christmas to you. Go to Lancaster. I know I always say that wrong.
Hi, Lillian.
Lancaster. Horse and buggies. We have been there once. And yes, I do agree with you, Tim. We do need to spend a little more time up there. We have friends. Don't be pounding on. We're coming to Pigeon Forge in Gatlinburg on the 16th to the 19th. Now, just for a heads up, it gets busy between Christmas and New Year's and the Smokies. Locals around here have a name for it. I won't repeat it because there's a lot of people here. It's actually, I'd want to say it's probably the most busiest time of the year. I mean, maybe there might be maybe around the 4th of July holiday or like spring break or something might get pretty crazy around here. But I'm pretty sure that the Christmas, New Year's in the Smokies is by far one of the most busiest times here in the Smokies. So definitely pack your patience if you're coming. We should be back in the Smokies around Christmas and New Year's. So how's the new Jeep going? Doing good. We got done using it on so pretty much we're using the new Jeep for some camping coming up and some long haul travel. We're not using it as daily driver because we want to keep the miles off of it. We got, of course, 2 other vehicles that we can drive around. But the big thing is trying to keep the miles off the newer one, but use it when we, for certain trips and that. Just saw a split screen of you guys in a commercial. That was a first. Yeah, what? Jason, there's commercials and they're split screening now. Oh. So yes, YouTube is changing. They are really forcing the commercial. I mean, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but even our videos got more commercials in them now. YouTube makes it hard for us to interfere a lot with that. If we do, then then it is a lot of things with it. So, I mean, it's just the way it is. YouTube is really also pushing for YouTube Premium, where you don't get commercials, but you do pay a monthly fee, things like that. I mean, ultimately, Google, everybody's got to make money, right? Is ultimately, what it's about. So it is what it is. Commercials don't bother me a lot. I always find it's a time to get up and.
What are we doing in the commercial?
No, commercials that are on our videos.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey, Pam B. Hello, Yankees in the South. Rhonda's like, okay, I don't know what's going on.
Savannah, what is your favorite Christmas song? You know what mine is?
What is?
The Yoopers, Rusty Chevrolet.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
What's your favorite?
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas, and only a hippopotamus will do.
I think that Bradley and Columbia should sponsor you guys.
And YouTube is like pressing, sponsorships and things like that too. I also noticed that when we talk about a product, sometimes a link will pop up in the corner of our videos. So I mean, it is what it is. I think most people are okay with it. I think some people don't like it though.
Oh, Savannah is the favorite Christmas song is Dominic the Donkey. That's
a good one too. That's a really, really good one.
No, I'm not.
Can't wait for the new adventures next year. Yes. And I think we got some big adventures coming up here in December, but I'm really excited for 2026. I think 2025 has been a great year. We went to Japan. We've cruised a whole bunch. We got to go do the, we did a lot of stuff around the house here. You guys seen that. We did the cherry blossoms up in Washington, D.C., but we didn't travel. Like, if you think about it, we didn't travel. I mean, we traveled to Japan. I mean, that's pretty wild, but we weren't like constantly, and this year, 2025, we just needed to take care of a lot of things. A lot of things we did share with you on camera, and some things we didn't share with you all. Of course, you guys saw our new roof and our deck, and we're gonna have some more of that next year. But next year, I think we want to start traveling a little more. Again, getting back to what we were in years previous with the travel. This year, we were a little more lean on the travel.
Hi, Tony and Sandra from Kentucky.
Hello. Hey, guys. How y'all doing? Now, 2026, I think will be more of I'm hoping there'll be more of a consistency when it comes to like travel, like, just doing a lot of crazy spontaneous stuff that we're going to be doing. And then you guys will, we won't even know sometimes what we're doing. I guess that makes sense. I don't know.
Mr. Expando said my favorite Christmas song, Santa Looks a Lot Like Daddy.
Okay.
Keep this on the down low, but they're great.
I remember the Smokies was dead after leaf season. KNW, you're right. I mean, so you've been coming here a long time. Usually after the leaf peeping, the Smoky Mountains was dead. It didn't really start picking up until in the spring. It would start picking up, but it really didn't start get busy until like Memorial Day through Labor Day, right? Now the Smokies are busy almost year round. Even our off season around here is starting to attract more and more folks. And I've been hearing this over and over again that a lot of the businesses in the area are seeing revenues up, even in the off season. A lot of folks saying, hey, I don't mind maybe, a snowstorm. Maybe I don't mind everything being open. But it's a great time to come. Hotels are cheap and, you can get good deals and things like that. So yeah, I mean, it's changing. I would say maybe in another 10 years, there might not even be a slow season anymore. It might just continue on, So I don't know. Hello from St. Joseph, Michigan. Well, hello. I'm a fireman. How you doing? Well, thank you so much for being a firefighter, and I know St. Joseph real well. Berrien Buggy. There's a company down there that, or near there, that Berrien County, they have Berrien Buggy, and they do like all the frames for like the dune buggies and stuff like that. Are you guys going on another cruise? We are. We got a couple cruises. We got a bunch of cruises already set up. Did anybody get any Black Friday cruise specials? There was a lot of good ones. A lot of really great onboard cash, onboard. There's a lot of great things. MSC was running some really great deals. Royal Caribbean had a couple good with some onboard credit ones I thought were really good. Carnival had a couple, Norwegian. Everybody had some kind of deals going on. We did do some Black Friday Christmas shopping online and got some really good deals for just just gifts, right? There's also the 12 Pains of Christmas. Little Drummer Boy. Yeah, that's a good one too, Aztec. Dawn likes that one by Kelly Clarkson. Underneath the tree. I couldn't tell you. I don't even want to.
You're here underneath the tree.
People are telling me not to sing anymore. They don't want to hear me sing. I was singing. I purposely sing some of the songs wrong. And some people, man, they just go like berserk off of that. I'm just kind of being whimsical and having a good time with it. I constantly change the words and songs and stuff for whatever. Does anybody sit in the car and like change the words of songs to fit like what's going on? Like, like if you're driving and there's somebody who's not driving right in front of you, you might go dum 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 dum. You know what I mean? You might change the music, right? Right? Dum dum dum.
What did you pull in front of me for? You had to be in front of me. Dum dum dum.
Yeah, exactly.
You couldn't get behind me. Dum dum dum.
So, and of course, I
they
bet
just gotta be in front of you, and they just zoom right in there.
And I'm cursed. I'm. Of course, they're probably singing the same song about us. So. Everybody thinks, and that's the truth. Everybody thinks they're the best driver, but in all reality, we all. So, yeah.
I guess all the cruise ships are having Black Friday sales.
Yeah, they still are too. So if you guys were looking for some deals, I think MSC is still doing some. MSC, I think, is a great cruise line. I mean, the ships are nice, new, they're clean. I've always had good service on them. Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest deals I've seen was MSC. Someone did say, since you said that we were having a great deal, we saw a 7-day cruise and a new ship for a little $500 in January. Yep. There's a lot of good deals out there. Rosa saying, you guys you are both my favorite YouTube people from Cheyenne, Wyoming. Oh, wow.
Don't quit your day job or don't quit your singing, Will. My husband and I love it when you sing. Seriously, it's so
it's
fun.
Not supposed
happy.
It's not supposed to be good, right? Now, don't get me wrong. I've never claimed to be. And when I sing, I'm usually trying to, it's supposed to be cringy, right? It is supposed to be cringy. But some people really take it like it's I don't think they get the humor. And that's one thing I've learned on YouTube over the years, that my humor or your humor or everybody's humor, a lot of folks don't always get it. Sometimes I'll try to be funny about things and people will take it like, you know what I'm saying? They just, I think you're trying to insult something or you're trying to, and it is what it is,
I don't think I have a favorite wine.
No, we don't even drink wine. I don't even know. Hey, Blondie, how you doing? Blondie's in here tonight. Teresa from New Jersey's in here. Do we all do karaoke on cruises? Have we? I don't think we. Dawn can karaoke. She won an award once.
Yeah, I came in second place.
But we haven't on a cruise. We find ourselves.
Yeah.
Not.
If they have one, if it's available, then maybe we will.
We did try on. Was it MSC World America? But the waiting.
I don't know what we sang though.
We didn't even sing though. But the thing was, it was like a 2-hour waiting list. It's like,
it's like forget it.
On a cruise ship, we like to.
And I know there's way better voices.
We like to move.
So.
Yeah, we're not the best either, by the way. We're like the one that goes on after midnight.
Really?
We make sure we go on after midnight. That way, everybody thinks we sound pretty good. See here, we got Sarah in here. David, Blondie. It's great to see you, Blondie. How you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. I haven't heard from you in a little bit.
Oh, karaoke is always so crowded on the Royal Caribbean.
They're big. It's good. I mean, everybody enjoys it. The problem is you got to get down there like 20 minutes before they do the sign-ups and get your name on the list or you'll never sing. You will never sing. Now, I like watching people, but I kind of like to film. I have filmed a couple folks in the past, but I've asked them, and I said, can I, after I film, I said,
we used to do karaoke in Michigan. Yeah,
we used to in Michigan.
My one friend used to always sing Hot Stuff, Baby.
Because there's some good singers.
Yeah.
There's some good people out there. I'm talking, they're good. There's this one lady who, oh my gosh. If we get some
snow, I'll be out in it. Trust me.
Oh, if there's snow, you know us guys. We're going to be all swimming around in it.
I'll be looking out tonight before I go to bed. It's supposed to dip down to 29 degrees tonight, but I'm feeling if anybody gets it, it can be Mount LeConte gets snow before we will.
Mama Twin says they enjoy trivia games. Yes. We've never done, it's kind of hard for me to put the trivia over onto YouTube, right? There are some things we do, but we don't film it because I don't know, like, how do we make it interesting in the video? I don't know. Maybe this time, okay, so this next cruise we're going on, I did promise that I'm going to slow down a little bit because, I'm still going to go nuts. Dawn knows I just can't. I got to do everything, right? And I got to have a good time doing it. But I said, we're going to spend a whole day, like, just sitting in the jacuzzi and, you know what I mean? And just, I don't know, enjoying the pools. Usually we only do a half a day of that or but I think this time, I think we're going to spend like a whole day and just
relax,
just get up early in the morning and just chill like all day. I don't know what kind of video that will be for you all. Of course we're going to do dinner that night and there's always shows and everything else. So that will be in the video. So it won't be boring, but, I don't know. We'll do it, but we are going to be, you don't have to film everything on the trip. I usually do try to film everything that we do, or at least a glimpse. Like when we make our cruise videos, 90 to 95% of the stuff we did is in there. Even if it's a small little clip, like, hey guys, we're here. Hey, we're there. We always shoot a small little clip. And then we kind of give you an insight of what we felt.
Simply me. Hi, Mariella.
So, Tim Tracker and Paging Mr. Morrow show trivia. Okay, so you could, I don't know. We'll try to see what we could do.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like coming over there.
I don't know.
Oh. Hi, my name is Sullivan. Hi, Sullivan.
So I don't know. We'll see what we can do. I do want to do some different stuff on this particular cruise. So, is this next cruise a Disney? I don't want to give away exactly what we're doing. I mean, I'm already come out a lot and said what we're doing, right? Usually we don't even do that. Usually you guys find out when, but we do have a Disney. All I'm going to say is this. We do have a Disney cruise booked. We have a placeholder and we have one booked already for the future. So stay tuned. I'm not going to say what the next cruise is though. And we do have multiple cruises like booked. And after Black Friday, there might be some more. Yeah, you can show that one. You can go ahead and hit it. Let's see here. Y'all need to have some time to relax. Yeah, and we are. I'm going to relax a little bit on this particular cruise. So, and we're on this cruise for quite a while. So it's going to be a long cruise. So, what else is going on? Let's see here. Are there any more back-to-back? We do not have a back. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, we don't have any back-to-back cruises or side-to-side or something they call them. We don't have any of those. We did it that one time. We will do that again because that's, what's happening in the cruise industry is they're getting away. Dawn and I like 7+ days. We like those because it gives us time to relax, right? 3-day cruises, and 4-day cruises, you gotta, what I mean? By the time you settle in and you get relaxed, you're off the. So, but all cruise lines are starting to do just the 3 and 4-day cruises. I'm not saying they don't do 7-day, but they're trying. There'll be less and less of those. So it's going to require you to, if you want to see, if you want to do a whole week, you'll do a 3-day on one cruise ship and then maybe a 4-day on another. So you can get a full week out of it. Especially if you're flying down to, like, say, Galveston, you're going to be down there for, you don't want to fly down there for 3 days and fly back or something. So you'd book 2 cruises, right, back to back, and then, spend a week and then fly back up or something, things like that. So it is. There's a mouse on the shelf behind you. Eek. Is there?
I thought they said a moose.
A moose.
I didn't see it.
It's a mouse.
I don't see that either.
I don't see a mouse.
A mouse. Eek.
Let's see what else we got here.
Hi, Ken S. Ken with the S wrench. Hello.
Hello. Hey, Ken. How you doing? Good evening.
What do we all eat for Thanksgiving dinner? Turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, pumpkin pie, and
carrots.
Yeah.
Potatoes.
Did I say potatoes?
Yeah. So I do show you what we made at the end of our Gatlinburg on Thanksgiving Day video. It's right at the end.
Janet Woodson, my brother rents his cabin on the lake in Petoskey, Michigan, if you're looking for one to rent.
Possibly, yeah. We are.
Good to know for future
reference. That's roughly what the area we're looking at. Yeah. Yes, that's kind of the area we're looking at too, potentially. So I think I don't know when we're going to do it. We kind of want to do it I don't know when we're going to do that exactly. We talked about maybe doing it before the kids get out or something like that for school, kind of like in the slope before it goes into the busy season.
You don't eat deviled eggs for Thanksgiving? Sometimes.
Sometimes we do. This year we didn't. It goes in splurts, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes we have those at Christmas, Sometimes we just have them for whatever.
Well, if there is a mouse in the house, he ain't going to get no crumbs.
How many days would you suggest for a first-time cruiser? I think that's an individual question. Like if you get car sick or you're you know what I mean? Like you've gotten, like sick like that, I would probably take a shorter cruise. I mean, if it's your first cruise, a 3 or 4 day cruise would be perfect. That way, if you don't like it, because I wouldn't want to be on a cruise. We've been on cruise ships where we ran into people who were just been sick the whole time, and they were like, "I'm on a 7-day cruise. I wish this was like a 2 or 3, 3-day or 3 or 4 day cruise." So I think it's your first time. I mean, yeah, a great port would be like Cape Canaveral because you could fly in, spend a week in Orlando or something, and then head on over to the cruise terminal, do a 3-dayer to see if you like it or not. You know what I mean? And if you do, and all that, then I don't know. But I talked to an individual who went on a couple. They went on a couple cruises, and then all of a sudden they started getting sick on them. So I don't know. How many cruises have we done? 8 currently.
8.
I think it's 8 of them currently. And that was a suggestion by you guys out there. You guys, a couple years back, were like, I think you guys would really enjoy a cruise. And we taken that advice. And here we are with, we've been on 8 of them. So.
Aaron said, do you plan on doing a video of Dahlia's new truck stop off of I-65 with
Yeah,
South Nashville
I think so.
after it opens?
I think so. I think we will. We're not going to pass that up. If we can, we'll be there on opening day, right? I mean, there's no guarantees with anything, but and us and 10,000 other folks blogging it. But yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Hi, Brian and B. Hi, Will and Dawn.
Hey,
I
how you
got to
doing?
make it Toy Live. Sundays are hard for me taking care of Mom. Sunday's usually my day to take care of her. My day to care for her.
Well, hopefully you guys had a happy Thanksgiving, and yeah, I know you're all busy. I know you're going through a lot. And if we don't see you, have a great Christmas. Any meet and greets planned? This is something we've been kicking around for a while. We don't have anything planned at the moment. There could be something in the future for maybe a meet and greet, more meet and greets. It's just one of those things we have to work out a lot of different things, right? So, the time these days, it's hard to do that. There's a lot of, I don't think I need to explain it to anyone out here in the world of YouTube or social media. There are a lot of, just people out there that are goofballs. And you don't know if they're, stacked right or not, I guess, in other words. So you got the hiccups. Oh my goodness. It was great to your family time. Yes, we had great time with family and this year and all that. And it's important. It's important to spend time with your family. Don't neglect, the people, your family and stuff like that, because, that's advice I've taken from other folks, So, we'll see what else we got here. I go on a cruise, you're afraid of the pineapple people. I don't think pineapple people have a look or anything. They just put things on their doors, and we go around doing our door videos and we come across them. Any which way, we wouldn't know who they were. All in all, we've never had a problem on a cruise, have we?
No.
I mean, with people anyways. Everybody's always been really great. We always meet new folks off of there. Yeah, I mean, and we always keep in touch and stuff like that. So
Dawn, what is your secret? You always look so happy and pleasant. It's just Mother Nature, I guess. I learned my nature. Ouch. Really?
Yes, definitely. Definitely gonna spend time with some family, and for Christmas we will spend time with family too as well. We always kind of make those like a purpose,
Well, your skin looks great.
Yeah, I'm starting to look pretty good now, I'm telling you. Don't I?
Yeah.
Yes, I had laser surgery done for the for my rosacea and my nose, and I had some sun damage and stuff like that. So,
Dawn, I need your beauty secret. You look fabulous.
Yeah, Teresa from New Jersey. Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of just craziness out there in general. So, yet again, after COVID, it seems like a lot of folks got crazy. People are still crazy, I don't know. I just consider it like a market, like a mark. It was like a mark of like when things really. I noticed that's when we started noticing like the craziness and just people that are just I don't know, just have nothing else better to do. It was a great. Before that it was all cookies and cream and you know what I mean, and it was like, oh my gosh, it was like kumbaya. It was
Kumbaya.
It was peace and everything else. And then after that, it just got weird. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what happened to the world, but it just got really whacked out. Let's see what we got here. Do you have to sit with other people on a cruise? It depends. I mean, ultimately, you can ask to be moved to your own area, your own seat, but there's always going to be a table. Like, even if they have you on your own table, there's going to be another table that you can literally reach over and pop someone in. You know what I mean? Like, people are all real close on a dining room in a cruise ship. But most cruise ships, they seat you at your own table, and they do kind of scatter you. There might be a night once or twice during a cruise where you might have people all around you, and then the next few nights there might be 2 tables over. I personally like that there's people sitting at the table with us, because you always ask them, hey, where are you from? You know what I mean? And you always get in a conversation. Like, we met that one couple on the Alaska cruise that go around the world looking for whales. The one guy worked with Sea Shepherd.
Yeah.
He was going out saving whales. He would go out there, and when the Japanese would try to harpoon, he was one of the guys on board.
Is that the couple we met?
Yeah.
On the Alaskan cruise?
Yeah. They were all about whales. So they were doing the cruise because that's what they love. That's what they do on their spare time, is everything whale. So
was he really on that?
Yeah.
Oh,
remember?
Wow.
Remember they showed you pictures of them swimming next to the whales, actually in the water.
I don't remember. Yeah, but okay, yeah.
The girl, remember? Yeah. She had a picture of her swimming in the Gulf of Mexico with the whales.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I guess you didn't see it. I remember seeing it.
I had to sit next to her at the table, though.
Yeah, I remember seeing it.
I sat next to her on the boat ride, and I sat next to her when we had lunch or dinner. Or whatever it was.
On that same cruise, we ran into a couple that were from England, and her husband and her both worked for the Ministry of Defense or something. But her husband worked at one of the palaces as security for the Queen at the time, Queen Elizabeth II. And he said that he had worked for her and as a bodyguard, I guess. So that was really cool too. So you do meet a lot of interesting people. The last cruise we were on, should we tell the story about the couple that we think that they were married to other folks? Remember that?
Yeah.
We Dawn and I have a hunch that they were married.
It was a weird table setting.
And they were married to other, I think they were having, anyways, it was messed up, but
one of them was married, one of them wasn't.
It was kind of messed up.
Then they, make the long story short, we had to sit next to him at the dinner table all week on Disney cruise. And
I thought we were going to have another Coldplay.
We'll sit over here,
scenario.
And I can sit over here next to the man and woman.
I thought we were having another Coldplay.
He's over here, and I'm over there. Because they had to sit side to side by each other. And I guess he said he was a doctor, wasn't he? Isn't that what he said? He'd sit next to the doctor. But yeah, you think they would have sat,
It was they were having
this, and then I was over here and Will was over there because they would have to sit next to each other instead of across from each other. Oh, it was a weird table setting. Then we seen him on the ramp when we were leaving to get off the boat, the cruise ship. Like, have a nice the rest of the weekend.
Yeah.
What do I want for Christmas? We don't have no gerbils.
No.
Hamsters.
See here. Joy Beck is in the Gulf of Mexico.
Hello from Alabama.
I don't think they were them.
He said he was a doctor.
Yeah, or something like that. What else would we say?
We
always meet interesting, and they're all good folks.
The whale people, the doctor. And...
I couldn't half the people. Then we ran into some subscribers. Mm-hmm. Very nice couple from Georgia, and we had dinner. We had dinner with them on the cruise ship. Right? We ran into each other, and we're like, "Hey, we're going to dinner. Do you want to, or whatever?" They were
but
like,
"You thought she was a nurse." Oh,
no. I'm talking about the couple that we met. There were subscribers, right?
Yeah.
We had dinner, and we've always run into people. Almost every cruise we've been on, even your very first cruise we ran in, we've always been. People. In fact, I think every single cruise we've ever been on, we have run into subscribers, friends of the channel on board. The Disney, there's a lot of folks on the Disney ship that recognized us from the from all that. So it was great. It's great to see y'all. It also, puts in perspective that these videos we make, there's a lot of folks out there, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, the hockey game went okay. It was like the first hockey game I've ever been to.
Yeah, you've never been to a hockey game. I used to go to the Joe all the time with the guys back in the day. Used to be like guys Friday night, go out there and watch some fights and people and picking teeth off the ice. Picking teeth off the ice type thing. We were really big into hockey.
We've seen a couple of fights, or one fight anyways.
We are talking about going to a Predators game. And there's one particular game that we kind of have our eyes set on for later on this year, right? We're talking about going to a Predators over in Nashville. So I could root for the Predators. They got a pretty good team there too. There's right here. Smoky Mountain Food, Faith, and Fun. Hey guys, how y'all doing? We should all get together and do a creator Christmas dinner. The only thing about that is that we're going to be out of town pretty much the whole month of December, but we definitely we would be game maybe for after the first of the year, sometime.
Yeah,
we'll have to sit down and talk about that with everyone. But that sounds like a great idea, especially when you get like the vloggers together. And I don't know how we would set that up. Maybe even, subscribers and everybody and people and just I don't know. And it might be easier if like we had like a lot of other people that could like help. Because sometimes we used to do our old meet, there's always stuff you gotta, you know what I mean? We always said, we always have folks that were, willing to help, but it'd be great to have other folks to help on like big plans like that, sometimes we get crazy with things. And
I forgot about that out there.
What?
The candle.
I can see it from here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what here. I'm missing comments here. How long you been YouTubing?
Dirty Santa.
So we've been YouTubing for about 10 years. We've been YouTube full time pretty much for 10 years.
Hi, Sandy B.
Or we're going on 10 years in 2026.
Hi, Amy, Sean, and Taco from Connecticut. Hi, Janie.
Yeah. Hey, Larry, how you doing, Larry? We got to see you at the chili cook-off. Thanks for saying hi. And ever eat at Zaxby's? Oh my goodness. So we have. It's okay. It's not like our first thing we do, right? You know what I mean? But yeah, it's pretty good. Did we get our house done? No, we still got a lot more to do. And that's going to be like a next spring type thing we're going to be doing. Stranger Things fans. I see maybe a couple episodes of the Stranger Things, and anymore I can't. I don't watch a lot of TV. That's the reason why I'm not even. I kind of want to start getting back into like watching. Like I want to get into baseball next year a little bit. I've been getting back. I have been watching hockey games. Don will tell you. I've been watching hockey games. I'm sad the Red Wings have fallen off of being. They were number one. After they beat Seattle, they were number one for like one game. Then they fell back. I think they're like 5 games back now. But that's hockey, though. It swings crazy. But I've been wanting to get back into. I don't want to get back in hardcore where I'm like going to every game, but I wouldn't mind going to a couple games a year and just kind of follow. I do, and Dawn says this. My mom says this. A lot of people in my life say that. I do need something else other than YouTube to like get my mind off of things sometimes, because technically YouTube is about the majority of things that we do. So yeah, I think that's a good idea to do something other than and just kind of get more. That's what I'm thinking about. Maybe trying to follow the Predators. Go to a couple Preds games because it's only 4 hours away. Of course, I'd still root for my my Red Wings and stuff like that, and things like that. So I don't know. We'll see. Let's see here. Hey, Nate's here and there. How you doing? It's great to see you. You guys should go to a buffet. You mean, with Christy and Brooks? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I pretty much told everybody that like the month of December and then into January, I got a lot going on. But I am definitely open to, we can get together some fun, a bunch of things. Just right now, I got like everything going on coming up to the month of December, and it's kind of crazy. And I got family too that I'm mixing in with that. And there is a few free days, but most likely family's going to take those, or And then in January is my birthday, and I got things going on for my birthday. And so it's kind of like I'm in the middle of January, the end of January, before we start to like, okay, we got I've got a big open spots in our calendar to do things. So, but yeah, we're all game. And we've already talked with some folks about getting together and doing some things. So, have you all decorated your house this year? We do a little bit, but we're probably not going to decorate a whole lot this year because we're going to be running. We'd like to see you try some Indian food. Yeah, I have never had Indian food. So I don't know how I would react to it. You know what I mean? I'm sure I'd be okay with it. I just don't know if it'll be like my favorite, but we'll see. We'll see. Your birthday's tomorrow. Well, happy birthday, Eric. Happy birthday. Bearded Blackhawks are back. Yes. Blackhawks, Bruins, Red Wings, Rangers. And you have all the Canadian teams, Toronto, Quebec, the Canadians, I love the Believe plane flying around. I do too, Steve.
Did we watch the Bananas? No.
I have seen some of their games. I know they're coming to Knoxville next year. I believe they're having 2 games in Knoxville. And they've already like sold the tickets out. Like it's a big thing about it. They're already kind of like, I don't know if we're going to make it or not. I don't know. Unless I go on, get an overpriced ticket on like, I don't know if you can even do that through Ticketmaster or something. I don't know. Haven't looked into it. What kind of microphones do we use here? We don't use microphones.
My cat chewed up all the wrapped gifts under the tree.
Oh, wow.
Oh boy, I'm sorry to hear that.
So,
is there any snow at Newfound Gap?
Yeah, but you can't get to it because they got Newfound Gap Road closed. 440. Yeah, it's closed. Which is normal. But it's also understandable because, the roads up there are just, Yeah, they had a lottery. Yeah, they did a lottery for the tickets, and I wasn't part of it. I wasn't following it. I didn't even know about it.
We took a helicopter ride over to Pigeon Forge to see Christmas lights. Have we done that yet? No.
No. Maybe possibly. Might be something we do.
Gene and Kat's Adventures. What is your most memorable, funniest trip? Probably Albuquerque. Oh, it was bad.
That was on Route 66. Yeah, that was pretty wild. Dawn's been telling me.
Albuquerque. Oh boy.
Yeah, we were watching.
Oh, go ahead.
We were watching people get their cars broken into. We called and they're like, "Yeah, that happens on a nightly basis." Like, "Oh, you guys ain't gonna do nothing about it?" And they're like, "No."
The lady, when we checked in, the lady jumped on the elevator with us, and she was crying that she got her car stolen the night before, and now she had to stay in that hotel.
That's pretty bad.
And
every town's got a bad area, though.
So some guy come running out of his hotel room and said, "What's wrong with these two?" And then he tried putting his hand through with the key card and try to open someone else's door. I remember that.
No.
And our cart, or for our stuff to put on the hotel cart, had a hole in the tire, their flat tire.
So ultimately, though, I mean, like, all of our trips got a special meaning to it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm glad that we were able to go to Japan and experience, it was just still mind blowing. It's hard to soak it all in. I did enjoy, you stand in front of like the Eiffel Tower, or you're standing on top of the Eiffel Tower, or you're looking at Big Ben, or Stonehenge is like right there. You know what I mean? Or you're walking through Windsor Castle, or, you know what I mean? Or you're walking through, shrines over in Japan, and standing in front of the atomic dome where the bomb, where in Hiroshima, where the atomic bomb was dropped. Those are those are things that just don't, I would never thought I would be able to sit or stand or experience any of that. So it's just a great blessing, those are always very memorable. There's a lot of memories on Route 66. One of my most memorable trips was our Key West, when we went down to Key West the one year during COVID, and you know what I mean, or around COVID. I think it was like just after COVID is when we did that. So there's a lot of memories on everything we do, even stuff around here, Smoky Mountains, just a lot of the things that we did, hanging out with other folks, and just a lot of laughs and things like that, So cruises, and we get into the cruise. You guys all know we enjoy cruises for multiple reasons. One, we go to different places that we've never been. Two, it's relaxing for us because we don't have to drive. You know what I mean? We wake up next morning, we're there, and it's those are very, very, a lot of great dancing and just nights out, and making new friends, and just having a good time. So yeah, and it's
Have you seen the bird feeders with the cameras built in them? You need to get some of those.
We actually have a company who reached out to us that said they would send us one for a review. You know what I mean?
I bet you'd be really pretty if we got some snow and they did that.
Yeah.
We get some pretty birds here.
Yeah, I do have
but they didn't fly north.
Yeah. And
south.
But one of my most memorable times in a vlog was when we took the B-7. I took the B-17 bomber, the Yankee lady, and we flew over Pigeon Forge. And you're sitting up there in front of the front gunner, looking over. There's Douglas Lake, you know what I mean, and just you know, a flying piece of history, and you can't even fly on the Yankee Lady anymore. They got it. It was privately bought just recently, and they are reconditioning it, but we don't know what the private owner is going to do with it. So there's not many of those old B-17s that you can even fly in anymore. So I consider that a real honor, and just one of those once in a lifetime scenarios. So there's a lot of stuff, and yet again, YouTube and social media has opened a lot of doors for us that we probably wouldn't have ever done it, done half of the stuff that we have.
Hello from Wild Woman. Hi, Big Goofy.
And thank you. Hey, and also, we got to thank you all. We got a great community here, and your view when you watch one of our videos, it counts. It does get us, to make content like that. So, and that goes for all creators. That's we like it, and that's how we do it. So, yeah. I guess that's in a nutshell. Every adventure, though, is a memorable one. I mean, there's nothing. They're like kids, you know what I mean? There's nothing. Every time we go hike somewhere, I remember the times when we go hiking, we come across like snakes or rattlesnakes. There's a couple times where, just interesting things we see on the trails and stuff were mind blowing. Standing up there on Charlie's Bunyan and looking over the Great Smoky Mountains early in the morning with nobody around. Those are amazing.
Go to J. Arthur's in Maggie Valley.
We have not. We went there and they weren't open yet. And they opened later. I think they opened at 4.
I thought it was the hot dogs at the gas station. No.
This is like a steak restaurant. It's like really nice. But we couldn't wait the hour because we had to get back home. If we would have waited from the open, by the time we got home to do what we needed to do, it would have been too late. Okay, for your information, you'll have some good YouTube friends. I have a mean video suggested. I can't read this here. I got the bifocals. Reported their channel, but the North Carolina memory maker said that you were Fred and stuck up for you. I don't know. Yeah, there's a bunch of, there's people out there that want to ride the backs of others and stuff like that. And I don't know. I don't know what to say. They're just, they're just goofies is what they are. Love the tree topper. We do too. You can get those. At Cracker Barrel. They got them this year. If you want one of those Santas that go around. The only problem with it is when it goes around the tree, you'll notice the tree will move. It moves the whole tree. I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't keep it on all the time. Ken says, it's guess your day for commercials. Are we getting commercials?
I was getting a lot of them too.
Yeah. Oh, I got a commercial right here.
Matthew said they're selling merch with your images on them. Who's selling it? Commercials?
And there's certain, so they are selling merch with your images on them. I do have a copyright attorney. If anybody can send me any kind of links or something, I will definitely have him look
at a lot of that stuff. Twins.
I do have somebody working on some things. So if anybody definitely email me at yitschannel@gmail.com.
I see your comment.
I will send all that to him and he'll handle all that. In fact, he's after the first year, he's really going to start going after a lot of different things and stuff out there.
Ooh.
Our copyright attorney.
Hope you all had a good Thanksgiving. We had smoked pig. That means you need a bigger tree underneath the tree.
I hope our Thanksgiving was good. It was good. We had a great time.
Kathy, I have no idea when the chairlifts are leaving Anakisa and they're using Anarchies and they are using all gondolas. Is this true? I don't know. You guys keep asking that, and I have no idea what
so
it is.
I'll tell you. So what's going on. Anarchista is building another lift.
Oh.
I don't know if you know this. I don't think Dawn don't keep up on stuff like that until she sees it or rides it with her. So Anarchista is doing a, I want to say, I don't think it's like a $500 or $600 million expand. Anarchista is expanding. They are building a second chairlift because there's a lot of folks that need to go to the top. This next one will be nothing but enclosed gondolas.
Oh.
Kind of like what we rode up. But remember we went to Vancouver? They're going to be building a system like that.
A big one.
Yeah. I think they're going to be bigger. They're going to be, you can put in like, you know,
people
6 people on each side, right?
Chairs and like wheelchairs can go up then.
Yeah. So they're putting in these closed gondolas, right?
Yeah.
And the whole thing's going to be nothing but that.
When are they going to do one for Mount LeConte?
But that's all part of that expansion that Anarchista is doing. They're going to get more into it probably after the first of the year. You know, there's other things they're doing up there. They're expanding on a lot of different things. So someone else asked, Mom, two Harris's. Question: do they have fireworks? So they do have fireworks at the Space Needle. That's the traditional New Year's Eve celebration.
Hi, North Carolina Memory Makers. How you guys doing?
Hey, how you doing? And then on top of that, the Island and Pigeon Forge has fireworks as well, and they have a stage kind of like what we seen for the Christmas. They'll have that at New Year's Eve. They'll have a band playing and music and all that, and that's typically free as well. Those are the two things that I know that go on. Let's go hiking. Yeah, so YouTube is adding commercials. Boy, they're adding commercials too, aren't they? I don't know if there's a way I can.
Do I have any marriage advice? Stay single, my friend.
Stay single, my friend. I think everybody who's married will say that, right? Stay single, right? Don't get married, right?
I would do something, but I know it would end up on the other channel.
Oh, I do that. Oh, yeah, that's her friend there. I wouldn't get involved in any of that. Goofy peoples. Let's see here. North Carolinians we watch you all the time. Was there North Carolina Memory Makers in here? I'm not seeing. Oh, they're there.
Pack your patience if you do get married.
They were saying that we stuck up for you both on one of these troll channels, which is true. We love all you do. We have no respect for anyone who attacks you. Anyway, yeah, and it's kind of part, North Carolina Memory Makers, it's kind of what happens in this business. I mean, it is what it is. I'll have to talk to you more about things in a different time about some of the stuff.
Bird is the word. Hello, bird is the word. Bird is the word.
But thank you so much. We appreciate you, North Carolina Memory Makers. Made an apple salad, pineapple casserole. Oh, wow, that sounds... Whatever happened to those, like... Remember those Jell-Os where you put the pineapple and stuff in it for the holidays?
Jell-O mold.
Jell-O mold. Does Jell-O molds a thing anymore?
The grizzled.
I mean, I don't want you making one.
And the cat.
Oh gosh, yeah.
The cat did something to it.
Aye.
And the ant wrapped it up.
Teresa from New Jersey, you're perfectly cool. Thank you so much, Teresa from New Jersey. I'm not a good speller either. I guess you guys probably already figured that out. So, Carolina, some North Carolina can understand why adults bully other. And Mama Two Harris's, that's exactly what it's all about. You know what I mean? You do have to pray for those folks out there, though, that are out there making fun. And we're not the only ones. There's all kinds of YouTubers out there that have channels that they're trying to do this. But you do have to pray for them because they are anybody who obsesses over someone like they do with us or other people. Obviously, they don't have a lot going on in their lives. They're probably suffering from a lot of different things. And you do have to pray for them because, you know what I mean? They're probably going through a lot of tough times themselves. You know, they probably have.
I ain't making no Jello mode.
But yeah.
See what you started? The Christmas Jello mode was gross.
Yeah, it was gross. That's a good movie, by the way.
Rickster said Jello mode. Bleh. If you get married, find someone piping hot. Chris Goodrose said.
It was good to scare him. Anakisa chairlifts.
No.
You didn't like the Anakisa chairlifts? They do have the Ridge Rambler that goes up there. I honestly think the Ridge Rambler is more scarier myself. We had taken it once, and I didn't like it. I was like, I don't know about this. You know what I mean? I prefer the, you know what I mean? The chairlift, but.
There was a cereal years ago. I used to like it, but I don't know. I wonder if they still make it, because that's what it looked like in Grandma's Jello mode or the Aunt's Jello mode.
Yeah. Yeah, Cynthia says, yes, pray for them. Yeah, and that's the way. I do believe that they have like mental disorders and they just don't have things going on in their lives. I do know some of the. I actually know some of the folks out there that make some of the folks out there who make channels, like they call them parody channels or whatever. We've actually uncovered some of those folks, and you end up finding out that their lives are not very good. You know what I'm saying? And for some reason they get off on, deficiencies of others or whatever it might be. But you end up finding it when you do find out who they are. We have, we have uncovered who some of these people are. You find out that you look at them and go, oh, wow, their lives can't be that good. You know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean? They're probably, so you pray for them. You pray that they get better. You pray that they, life gets better for them. And that's, that's the right way of handling all that.
Yeah, where's the Boo Mickey?
The Boo Mickey. Oh, he's probably behind there. Yeah, he's probably right behind the tree. Oh no, he's down there, halfway down. I moved him down. Oh, he's back there.
I wish I didn't try and wash him out with the popcorn. Got pumpkin looking. How long?
Emily, just don't understand. I saw Emily, but I just don't understand. Krista Girl is so amazing. Yeah, I've met Krista Girl a couple times, and her and Tampa J are really cool. I mean, in fact, the first, second, and third time I ever met Tampa J, he seems like a person I could connect with. You know what I mean? Like we have the same type of like.
I think he's the sweetest person. I mean? Yeah. I like him.
And Krista Girl.
We finally got to meet Krista Girl. And
I met her a couple times, and she's been just like him. I mean, they're like two peas in the pod or whatever. So yeah, I don't know. Oh, let's see here. Chris and Mindy are live. All right. I'm glad. See here, we have YouTubers disrespecting us too. I ignore them. JD Travel, that's what you do.
Oh, you got Snow Wild Woman?
Yet again, don't you got to remember that, these folks that ultimately society sees them and for who they are by what they're doing, right? You know what I mean? And don't let it bother you. And if you are a new YouTuber or you're thinking of becoming a YouTuber, don't let this bother you. Get out there and do what you dream to do. Go out there and have fun. And don't let people try to take your light. People try to take our light away all the time. And we just keep going. I think it's funny because sometimes when something gets back to you, you're like, well, that's kind of, you know what I mean? But I don't dwell on nothing. I don't ever think about it. I just say, okay, yeah, whatever. Because I know that tomorrow or 10 minutes from now, I'm going to be doing me and doing the things that I enjoy and put a smile on my face and stuff. So I do actually pray for some of those folks out there. You know, they only hurt themselves in the end. YouTubing is too much work. It's not like, it's a different type of work. You know what I mean? Like YouTube is not your normal. I mean, there is a lot you have to do with it.
You know what? I don't know nothing about that, Lester.
But ultimately, but it's not the same. You know what I mean? You can't. It's a different world, and any YouTuber is going to tell you that it is a unique. It is a unique job to have. YouTube content creator or any social media. People are doing very well just in Facebook these days and other things, you know, and it is a different job. It is something that it wasn't when I went through my guidance in high school. It wasn't on any of the forums there. Like, hey, there's this content creator thing. It looks pretty good. It's new. It's starting to become mainstream. You know what I mean? I think more and more people are starting to make a living or income off of social media, creating and stuff like that. I don't know where the bottom is to all this. I know I get that question quite a bit. Like, when is this going? You know, we don't know, but it is here and it's here now, and it's getting popular. So your value show, Will. You two do exactly.
Hi, NL Disney fans. Hi from the bumps. What's the bumps? The bumps?
Why won't the Disney Wish allow YouTubers anymore? It's a main source of income. Disney Wish. Are you talking about like the cruise ship? Everybody on the Disney Wish was welcoming when we made videos on the Disney Wish. I don't know what you mean by
the
that.
Other room. He's doing fine.
Hello from Texas. Merry Christmas. Hello, Edwin. How you doing?
Where do we get our Santa hats at? TJ Maxx.
Yeah, this one here is an older one. I left mine out in the car from the other night. So, Deborah says, whenever you put yourself out there, people will try to bring you down. That's true too. I mean, and that's something I do tell people when they're starting a YouTube channel. Like, you do need, you know.
Hi from Texas.
Don't let it bring you down, because YouTube could be. You could be the net. Anybody out there, even in our chat tonight, might say, I want to do a YouTube channel, but I'm not sure, right? Yes, when you put yourself out there, you're going to get this. But that shouldn't matter, right? That, everybody has that issue. I don't take it personal. I just do my life. I put out there, all vloggers do that. The thing is that you could be the next, I don't know, Mr. B. Someone say that, but you could be the next, and you could be, being successful in.
I don't know. I don't know nothing about that. Cranky Bones Homeless. It was on the news the other night that Disney is out banning filming by social media and on their ships because too many people are complaining.
I've never heard of that. But
cruises are canceling YouTubers because of lawsuits.
Lawsuits? I've never heard any lawsuits of YouTubers. I do follow a couple big like YouTube. I'm not YouTube, but like cruising scenarios. I've never heard that. And I think that if that were the case, I'm not saying it isn't. But I think that those folks would have made announcements about it. They're pretty much on the top of making, like, that would be big news, and that would be a big YouTube video if a cruise ship stops vloggers from vlogging. And yet again, if I feel if that were, were 100% true, or, those vloggers would have been vlogging about it. And expressing their opinion. They would have made
videos on it.
Yeah, I haven't seen nothing.
We do follow the one guy.
I'm not saying
and he is a huge vlogger for the cruise ships.
And he's brought that up before about, he's brought that up before about, that. Now, there were a couple live streamers a couple weeks ago who were live streaming on a Royal Caribbean ship, but they were live streaming and they were going on that ship. Their job is to, or their thing in YouTube is to go on and cause chaos to get viral clips so that they get views, right? And that's what they were doing. But Royal Caribbean, I believe on the second port, they kicked them all off, from what I understand, which I would not want to get kicked off a ship because ultimately you're going to be,
Yeah.
What is my favorite cruise line I have ever cruised? I like Royal Caribbean in general because they're very consistent with their what they their ships and everything. I've only been on one Disney cruise, but what I seen I liked. But I do understand that Disney is not for everyone, so I think you got to know the Disney IP or you're going to be lost, right? So I don't think you should be going on a Disney. Ken says, I'm doing a little tech support. That's fine. That's fine, Ken. Thank you so much. I think the people who make parodies are friends are fans. Yeah. Oh, definitely. That shows through and through. Yet again, I don't have they're they watch just like everyone else. They ultimately, what I mean? It all trickles back to us, and it's all good in the end. Yeah, I fell over there a little bit.
I don't know what the heck.
And Google, yeah, I don't believe. I can't say that. Could there be a ban on like vlogging on cruise ships? I mean, yeah. I mean, yet again, these businesses, theme parks, cruise ships, that's all private property. I've always said this. If Dollywood came out tomorrow and said, hey, guess what? We don't want any vloggers in our parks vlogging, they could do that. And it's their right.
Happy birthday, Panhandler Farmer Daniel. He's my dad turning 44.
I don't see that because I think Dollywood does understand that, their fans' opinions and stuff, it's a win for them. But I don't know if you get enough bad players or, bad folks in the bunch that are, I'm not saying all vlog. I mean, I guess there's some vloggers out there that, well, like those live streamers. Those live streamers were out to cause chaos. So there's always people, that could, contaminate for everyone, So it is what it is. I think one thing I think most vloggers do agree in general is, to respect the businesses, to respect when someone asks you, I think a lot of folks understand that. So I play bass and praise and worship music. I'm going to start adding it to your channel. I mean, Nate's here and there. That's a good one. So a lot of folks in the industry would say, keep religion, keep especially politics, keep the stuff out of your channel. And that's a good one. But I do think you also got to be who you are today. And if that's something you are, I mean, you can't sit there and pretend. There's a lot of folks out there that will pretend to be, something. You do have, so if you are a religious person, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I would definitely stay away from politics though. Politics is not good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't get involved in that. So, but you have to be who you are. So if you are a Christian man or no matter what, do be you. That's ultimately be you. Okay, I'm missing people here. Christy says, as someone who cruises a lot, I want to be on a cruise ship with a YouTuber. You wouldn't want to be on a cruise ship with a YouTuber. Chrissy, I mean, when we go on video, most people don't even know what we're doing. Everybody's got a cell phone. Everybody's taking photos off of their cell phones and we look just like everyone else. I don't wear t-shirts that say I have a YouTube channel. We don't go around boasting what we're doing. I don't have microphones on a cruise ship because people see them and they're like, okay, they're vlogging. I would say majority of people never even know what we're doing.
Yeah.
When we're on a cruise ship, we look like everyone else. We use our cell phones. People don't know. So we do respect everyone. If you guys know in our videos, we do try to respect not putting, we try to wait for the room to clear, close shots, things like that. We do respect. We're not loud or anything like that. Because our goal is to get our video and not bother anyone. So now there are probably some vloggers out there who have gimbals, and I've seen it before walking around the ship with a great big Canon with a great big gimbal and microphone sets and all that. And I've never seen them get harassed, but that's not us. We don't do that. So I guess if you walk around with a big old camera and stuff like that, yeah, you're going to have somebody on board say, hey, I don't want that. And I understand. But it is what it is. Great questions tonight, though. I do see a lot of great questions.
Going to Henry Ford in 3 weeks. Who makes the best Detroit style pizza?
Buddy's Pizza's got a good pizza in Detroit. They're just a general good Detroit style pizza. Detroit Squares. Buddy's is probably, the place I would go. Definitely try them. But there's a lot of mom and pop. Don't get me wrong. Buddy's is kind of the generic one to go to. You'll get a good pizza, and I'll guarantee you'll enjoy it. But there are a lot of mom and pop places that just blow the doors off everything. But the problem is there's a lot of them, right? Stealth vlogging. The thing is, and folks who know us, we're not real flashy when we vlog. We go into the restaurants. We don't say, hey, we're vloggers here. We pay for our meals. You guys see the receipts. We don't call the restaurant up ahead of time and tell them we're coming. We just go in there like everyone else, get the same meal that anybody else would get, right? That's the way we've always operated. We don't want any, we just kind of want to just, like everyday stuff, and there's nothing wrong with any way you do it. It's just that we try so hard not to, we just kind of want to, because years ago it wasn't as, now everybody, if you see someone with a gimbal, you automatically say YouTuber. If everybody sees that Osmo 3, they say YouTuber. That's another reason why I don't really, I like the Osmo 3 for a lot of things, but not for what we do mostly. What age group are you on? I'm 50. I'm starting to become 50. I would say Dawn and I are at the beginning stages of 50. Dawn is 50. I'm going to be 50, what, another year or so?
2 more years.
2 more years? I don't know. What else is there, guys? But I do appreciate all your comments, and I'm just, I think you guys brought up I think some folks brought up some really good points tonight.
You guys are respectful when you film, but a lot of others are not.
I can't speak for everyone. I do see some other vloggers, and I think most vloggers that we know, like the Kibblers, are really really respectful. They don't, they wait for the wait. They're very respectful. They're not flashy with theirs. They're not yelling or screaming. We talk really. You can hear me breathing in our videos, so. When we talk real like this, don't we? Like, we're no louder than anybody else in the restaurant. I have heard of a story, though, recently where there was a couple of vloggers who went into this restaurant. They had a great big camera on a gimbal. The restaurant was packed. They had their microphones on. They were talking real loud about the food, like, hey, this food is like... And then somebody in the restaurant did talk to management saying, hey, listen, I did not sign up. I did not come here to eat for this, right? So then the management told them, I guess they had to quit. That's what we were told, right? Mm-hmm. And yeah, you can draw that. But if you got your cell phone, you're just doing your thing, you look like everybody else in the room. Don't put your channel name on your tea. You can. It's advertising, but it could draw some, unwanted attention. Okay, that's about it. We answered let's give them good YouTube questions. We had some good YouTube questions tonight. Yeah, we're not gonna. Let's see here. Watch you all the time. Love y'alls. Used to live in Gatlinburg many years ago. You may retire and move back. You're up in Illinois now? Yeah, Gatlinburg. There's a lot of folks that are trying to, a lot of retirees that are moving to the area. Start becoming a popular thing. Which MSC ship is your favorite? Which one's your favorite? Seaside?
MSC Seaside. Yeah.
Seaside.
The very first one we did, I guess, is my favorite because we had a nice balcony room. Everything was perfect.
Yeah, she liked her very first one.
And the crystal staircase. No, the other ships have those.
Since then though, since then we've been spoiled. And I personally, and I don't know, I like the bigger ships. That's just me. It feels like, there's so much to do. They're big. They're wide open spaces. I did like the World America. But I agree with Dawn, the first MSC. Both MSC cruises have been amazing. There could be a European MSC cruise coming in the future. And yeah. Have we all been to California, Disney? We've been to California many times. We've never been to Disneyland. So Dawn said next time we go back to California,
I want to go.
She wants to go to Disneyland.
Yeah. I've never been.
Yeah, I know. I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. I want to go.
Never been?
Probably
when you were little.
I think I was there when I was little.
You probably don't remember it all. I
just don't remember it. So my mom and dad traveled a lot when I was younger. I was very fortunate. I got to see Mount Rushmore, and I remember Mount Rushmore. I remember Old Faithful. I remember Old Faithful shooting, you know what I mean, on like every 15 minutes. I remember, oh gosh, I remember a lot of different things. I remember the great big redwoods, I think.
Never been to Old Faithful. I don't think I want to go to Old Faithful. With those
I heard it's not as faithful.
Buffaloes are charging at you, and
I heard
grizzlies are out there. No thanks.
It kind of like it's a few seconds off each way.
Yeah.
I don't know. Been going for many years though. Have you had a? All right. What else we got here? I've been on 5 Disney cruises.
We do like the Christmas National Lampoon's Christmas.
Kristen, I have a question for you. Which of the 5 Disney cruises you've been on, what ship was your favorite? I'm just curious. I'm curious on what ships people found to be their favorite Disney cruise ships. I'm kind of curious. Some people are telling me the older Disney ships are the best. The newer ones are not so good.
I don't know how far the Bass Pro Shop is from the Parkway. How many miles would that be? That's coming right off the highway, though.
4 miles?
What was that?
I don't know.
You didn't hear it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is there something in here?
It's that thing up there, Dawn.
What? It sounds like a bird. Maybe there's something moving back like a mouse or a bird.
No, there ain't no mouse back there.
Got me doing it. Underneath the tree.
I think it's this up here. It was the wheel.
I don't know.
All right.
Oh, William Vandermeter, don't you start.
Let's see. Start.
Shadow people. Something was like.
Have we been to Disneyland Paris? No, we have not. Darn, any Hawaii cruises coming up? We don't have anything planned at the moment. I've been looking heavily into Disney cruise. Into Hawaii cruises. I don't know if they ever get back to me about that. Yes, here. Have you been to Greenfield Village during Christmas? I have. I never made a video there, but I have. it's hard to get in there. You got to pretty much be a season pass holder. And then you got to get tickets like way in advance and stuff like that. I mean, they do have individual, tickets that do, but it's a pain in the butt. I did try to get some last year.
We got a squirrel in our
sold
tree. Out. Dawn, did you bring a ghost home with you from one of your trips? I don't know.
M. Ross says, I also like Tampa Jane, Krista Girl. Yeah, they're great.
Sometimes I wonder.
Adventures Out There and Jacob. Yeah, they're all great folks. Disney Fantasy is your favorite. Dream Class.
Remember when the Griswold guy got on the sled and sprayed it with Pam or something?
So you like the Dream Class. What ships are in the Dream Class? You have Disney Fantasy. Isn't there like 2 or 3 of them? I know a lot of folks say they like the older Disney cruise. I mean, so many people have reached out saying we really like the older ones better. So all I know is the Wish. And the Wish was good to us. I thought the Wish, I liked the Cinderella when you walked in. I liked that they at midnight, the stroke of midnight, they do that every night. I thought that was kind of cool. You know what I mean? Like those small touches throughout the ship, really. The hidden stuff. And yeah, I mean, it was a pretty, I had a good experience. The barbecue was amazing on a Disney cruise.
If you guys go to Hawaii, don't bring back the tiki. I don't remember what happened to the Brady's. Yeah, I do remember watching it. It was years and years ago, but it could be Boo Mickey running around.
Magic and Wonder are the best ships. Pixel Dust said when Disney Magic love. Now, Magic isn't the Magic like the oldest or like the original of those ships, I want to say, right?
That's a good question, Deanna. If it's raining, will the Gatlinburg Parade still take place? All good questions.
So they canceled a
4th of July parade 5 or 6 years ago.
For
midnight downpoured.
For severe rain, right? I want to say they canceled the Christmas parade one year for rain, didn't they?
Yeah.
It was you, me, and Smoky Mountain Hiker. Remember, we end up going to Shoney's because it was rained out, right?
Yeah.
So if it's a pour down rain, there's a good chance.
You mean your sisters were at the 4th of July parade once and striking midnight, it downpoured and they canceled it. And we're all standing outside.
But I want to say they also canceled the Gatlinburg parade one year for the same thing.
And there is a 50% chance of rain on Friday. It was 75% chance, and then it went down to 50. So I don't know.
Jeffrey says favorite Disney cruise ship is the Disney Fantasy or Dream, both Dream class ships. Oh wow, so those are good ships. I've been doing research on a lot of Disney cruise ships, and I've been looking at all kinds of them, from the Destiny all the way down to the Magic, right?
Oh, wow. Now it went up to 85% on Friday.
Yeah. And I would say the majority of, like, a lot of folks don't have very nice things to say, I guess, about the Disney Treasure and the Disney Wish, which I thought, of course, that's the first one we've ever been on. I was like, people are like dogging the Wish, and I go, I thought the Wish was pretty good. So I'm curious. Now that everybody's saying, no, Will, you got to get on the Dream class ships. You got to get. I'm curious of like taking the Magic or the Disney Fantasy or something for, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I'm excited. I'm kind of looking in that realm, But anyways, here both reminds me Treasure. The Treasure reminds me a lot of the Fantasy. Okay, so the Treasure looks reminding you of the Fantasy. Magic and Wonder are the Magic class, and the Dream class are Dream and Fantasy. Wish class are Wish, Treasure, and Destiny. Okay. Then Disney's got another cruise ship coming up. What's that called? Oh my goodness, I'm getting my ships names all mixed up. Disney's got another one that's about ready to sail. Pretty soon. It looked like it was getting there. They got another one coming out, like right behind it. I really enjoy watching your cruise videos. The Disney videos are your favorite one. Well, I will say one thing. We do have another future Disney cruise already taken care of for the future. So stay tuned for that. I do know what cruise ship. I already know the cruise ship we're going on. I know, Chris Dawn does too, and everything else. So stay tuned for that.
Do you guys think you're doing Route 66 again?
Yeah, we've been talking about how we're going to do it, things like that. Yeah, we are talking about doing Route 66 somehow. We just want to make it interesting. I didn't have any issues in New Orleans. Our favorite port is Port Canaveral. My favorite port, I think Port Canaveral is a great port. It's always been easy in, easy out. Everybody's always been very pleasant. I did like Vancouver because that is such a beautiful port to sail out on. Miami's a hectic port. It's not a bad port, but it was hectic. At least I felt like rushed and, it just seemed like a hectic port, right? Expensive too to part. I guess they're all like that. But Miami was cool. Miami's kind of a, you drive around the city. People drive like they're on fire. Literally, they drive, don't they? They drive like they're on fire there. Every car's on fire, or going to a fire, I guess is another word for that. So yeah, I guess all ports are all great, but I guess some are just, better than others, for like ease of getting in and out and stuff like that. So the slot machine ads are often, oh boy. Well, I'm sorry about the ads. I don't know. I will look into it to see if I can change a setting. Sometimes they do. Maybe I didn't hit something right. And maybe we got more commercials or something. I don't know.
I got quite a few of them too.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, I think we're going to say goodnight. We don't want to go too long tonight. We're already, but yeah, thank you all so much. We got a lot of great things coming, right? Especially next year. We got a lot of great things. Yeah. We do have a Christmas cruise coming up. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be fun. That's going to be like the highlight thing that I think we do. This year, or Japan, I think will be the highlight of what we did this year. I don't think I'm going to make a highlight video. I don't think a lot of folks, sometimes I'll make a highlight video at the end of the year of like kind of the points that we felt that we, like laughs and just good stuff that, but a lot of folks don't, I don't think we're going to do that this year. That's about it, right? But thank you all so much. Thanks to our moderators. If we don't see you before Christmas, seeing that Christmas is right around the corner, have a Merry, Merry Christmas. And God bless everybody out there. And that's about it, right?
Yeah, have a good night, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. And tomorrow is the 1st of December.
Yeah, Silver Wolf was saying that there's ads everywhere. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what's going on, but I will try to look into it.
Kristen Smith, I have a question. All right, what's your question?
Yeah. What's your question before we go? We'll wait for you. Carl's Ice Cream and Muffler. Yeah, thank you so much, Mama of Mama Two Harris's. It's great to have you all in here, guys. Thank you all so much yet again for the support. I know we say it, but we do appreciate you all out there, and you guys are all wonderful. And yet again, we couldn't do any of this without you. So we do appreciate every single one of you. Emily, have a good night. Kevin, Merry Christmas to you. Rhonda Skipper, definitely let us know what's going on with Mom.
Can you come to Hartville, Ohio? We have a Winter Wonder Fest going on.
There's no guarantees. I could try to put it if it's a yearly thing, I could put it on my calendar for next year, because I told Dawn next year, seeing that we're doing a big thing for Christmas this year. Next year we kind of want to just do road trip and kind of hit little towns and little festivals. So you can always email me at yitschannel@gmail.com and kind of send me like hey, put this in your calendar or something. I will put it in my calendar, and then as we get closer to next year, I will. I mean, there's no guarantees we'll do it, but if we're in the area or whatever, we will. But guys, we are going to say goodnight to you all.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We love you all. Have a blessed week. If we don't see you before Christmas, happy excuse
Christmas,
me.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you all out there. And we got a lot coming. We love you. We'll see you then. Good night, everybody.
Everyone.